Sports, a place where many athletes find success.
This is likely the final play that matters. End zone wide open. What a night for Mike Williams.
But where there's a winner, there has to be a loser.
He came a long way. You hear me? Come here, I love you, bro. You hear me?
It's one thing to watch the game, but another to analyze it. Let's talk about the numbers. You ready?
YouTube, what's going on, man? Back at it, give him another video. It's your boy Numbers Fan Jay. You see I got my gear on, baby. We second round bound, baby. We in this thing. But got a little bit of news to get into. So unfortunately, out of my Chargers camp, Derwin James has been injured. He has a meniscus tear. We have two options here. We can trim the meniscus and have him back out there on the field by October, somewhere around October, or we can get the full meniscus like build and rehab the whole thing on up and just say he's out for the season. They're probably gonna do the shorthand and try to trim it, and they're gonna have to drain it every now and then because when you trim it, that's just what you have to do. I'm not a pro in the medical field. That's just what I've heard. But seeing as he missed so many games last season, they're probably gonna just do the trim and have him on the field. I guess I'll just leave that right there. Anyway, so moving on, we're gonna go ahead and get into the East first round recap, and then we're gonna give you the picks for the Eastern second round semifinals. So the Western Conference is not really set right now. The Clippers and the Lakers have moved on, but we don't know who they're gonna be playing. There's a game 7 between the Nuggets and the Jazz, and then there's a game 6 between the Rockets and the Thunder. So we're gonna figure it out. Let's get into it, man. So starting off with the Eastern Conference, first round matchup between the Celtics and the 76ers. The Celtics swept the 76ers, and Brett Brown was fired. Following this sweep, 76ers did not have Ben Simmons, meaning they didn't have anybody to guard Jason Tatum, who went off for 27 points per game in this series. 76ers had no shot creating. They shot only 26% from the three line, and you're just not going to win a series like that. Plain and simple. 76ers free agents in 2020, Alec Burks, Glenn Robinson, and Kyle O'Quinn are all some notable names, providing valuable depth. Celtics will be moving on to play the Raptors in the second round. And speaking of the Raptors, they also swept in the first round. They swept the Nets. Game 2 was the only close game in this series. The rest of the games were decided by 24, 25, and 28 points. Goodness gracious. But the Nets, 14.5 turnovers per game, and that was a thing that we talked about in our analysis. We talked about the Nets turning the ball over a lot and the Raptors being able to steal the ball a lot. Now, they also shot 72% from the free throw line, which is horrible. So the Nets are getting KD and Kyrie in the offseason to come help them out. They also have to deal with Joe Harris being a free agent. So they got a little bit of things to work on here. Hopefully Kyrie and KD will prevent them from getting swept again. Raptors will be moving on to face the Celtics in the next round. The Heat swept the Pacers. You know my boys. As I said, we second round bound. Started off with a close game in this series, and we never really blew them out, but we did get a few convincing wins. We got Nate McMillan fired for the Pacers head coach. We won the rebounding, 45 rebounds per game to 36.5 rebounds per game. And Oladipo, like I said, he didn't play well. He didn't play well in the seeding games. He didn't play well after the injury in the regular season before the break. He still didn't play well in this series, only scoring 17 points per game, 39% field goal percentage, 36% from three. So not numbers that we're used to seeing from a superstar, right? So the Pacers' notable free agents in 2020, really Justin Holiday is the only notable free agent. 2021, though, they have a few names on there that we want to talk about. Now, Oladipo is the name that's been brought up in trade talk for the past few months. Doug McDermott will be a free agent. TJ McConnell and TJ Leaf will all be a free agent. So they have some things to figure out as well. The Heat will move on to play the Bucks in the second round. And speaking of the Bucks passed the Magic 4-1 in the first round. They had a bad game one, but after that, they were dominant in the rest of the series, winning all their games by 14 or more points. Magic notable free agents, DJ Augustine, Evan Fournier, and Michael Carter-Williams. The Bucks will be moving on to play the Heat in the second round. Let's get into these picks, man. So starting off with the Celtics and Raptors series. The Raptors, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, they have all three big men. And all three of their big men are better than every big man on Boston. I'm going to tell you that right now. They have an advantage inside, and it's a big advantage. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. They must play through them to win this series. The Raptors have the best defense versus the three-pointer. The Celtics are second. So we're getting the two best teams defending the three-point line. The Raptors, and that really shows that we're going to come down to who shoots better. And the Raptors have a better three-point percentage. 37.4% from three. The Celtics, 36.4% from three. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. The Raptors were 5th, and the Celtics were 13th in terms of three-point field goal percentage in the NBA. So I'm going to have to pick the Raptors here. I'm going to say Raptors in 6. A lot of people are picking the Celtics. There you go, man. I just told you. You got 3 big men. That means there's always going to be one big man on the court that's better than the Celtics' big man. Now, Daniel Theis did have a good game in Game 1, but you know the Raptors went down 0-2 last year to the Bucks, and they won 4 straight. So them losing the first game or even the second game is not scaring me. All right, Nick Nurse is still the best coach in the Eastern Conference, and they're going to show you that. Moving on, the other Eastern semifinals matchup, the Heat and the Bucks. Now, I told y'all that we would not be making the NBA Finals, and I'm sticking to that. I know my team, all right? I know my limits. This is not an NBA Finals roster. I'm telling you that right now. I told y'all I wouldn't be biased, and I'm not biased. My team, my Heat, have the most blown 10-point plus leads in the NBA. Do y'all not understand how many games I've watched? We're kicking their butt. And I'm like, okay, cool. This is regular season. I'm like, cool. Flipping over, I'm about to play the game. I check the score again in the third quarter, end of the third quarter, which a lot of the community, Miami Heat community, is calling it the third quarter. We done blown the freaking lead in the third quarter alone. I'm like, what are we doing? That just goes to show you that we're too young, man. We don't have anybody on this team that has playoff experience past the second round. Goran Dragic, Jimmy Butler, these guys haven't been past the second round. All right? We know Bam Adebayo, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, them guys, all those young guys, they just haven't had the playoff experience. And you're going to see that. You're going to see that against a Bucks team that's pretty messed up. They're pretty pissed off. People are picking the Celtics and the Raptors to come out the East, like myself. I'm picking the Raptors. But the Bucks, they say we're still the number 1 seed. I don't understand. They're not seeming to understand. And they're not going to understand. They're coming to play. The Bucks have the rebounding advantage, right? This is the best rebounding team in the NBA, and they have the length to bother my shooters. We're the second best three-point shooting team in the league, but the Bucks, their defense is real. I'm telling you. Best rebounding team in the NBA. That's a huge, huge thing to harp on. That's how we won the last series, was by rebounding. We weren't scoring a lot of points. All right, so rebounding, Bucks had 41 41, excuse me. 51.7 rebounds per game, which led the NBA. We were 17th, 44 rebounds per game, right? The lack of shot creators outside of Goran Dragic, Tyler Hero, and maybe Jimmy Butler. He's not a jump shooter though. He doesn't shoot a lot of jump shots because he doesn't make a lot, right? But Eric Bledsoe is gonna be guarding Goran Dragic, so that leaves it to Tyler Hero to make shots, to create his own shot. He's a rookie. We can't expect him to do that a whole series and lead us to victory against the Bucks. Like it's not realistic. He's likely gonna be guarded by Middleton. I mean, come on, man. Kendrick Nunn really can't be trusted. We know that. If you're a Miami Heat fan, you know that Kendrick Nunn should not be trusted. We've taken him out. Like, we've completely taken him out to the point where he's not getting in until the end of the game if we're up like 15. Goran Dragic has reclaimed the starting role because Kendrick Nunn just can't seem to get it together, which I don't want to attack him because I know he lost a family member to COVID. I can't say that I understand that. I can't say that I can relate to that. So I'm not gonna just attack him like that. But the point is, he hasn't been playing well. So, I mean, I don't think we have enough. I don't think we have enough. You know, we have Bam Adebayo. They call him the Giannis stopper, but it's everybody else that I'm worried about. We got Jimmy Butler. Maybe he guards Middleton. But those guards they have coming off the bench, DiVincenzo, those guys, it worries me, man. And I'm gonna pick the Bucks in this series. So I'm picking the Bucks. I'm picking the Raptors. Let me know who y'all picking in the Eastern Conference. And oh my gosh, the Eastern Conference semifinals, man. I got Bucks in 6 and I got Raptors in 6. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Who do you think is the key to these series? Who do you think is gonna win MVP? Giannis has won Defensive Player of the Year. We've seen Nick Nurse win Coach of the Year. Let me know who y'all think are gonna win these awards, man. Also, before you go, I just want to go ahead and give you guys an update on what content to expect next. So Thursday should be ready to make the Western Conference predictions for the second round, as well as the recap from the Western Conference first round. Next week, we finally dropping NFL content again. Getting ready to give y'all the predictions for week 1. I hope y'all got your fantasy draft set up, because it's the last week without football, baby. Next week, we back in action. The best sport in the world, man. We back. For the first time, we're going to be making NFL content videos and NBA playoff videos at the same time. I'm so excited. I hope y'all excited. Please tune in, man. I can't wait to talk to y'all. I can't wait to share information with y'all and just have discussions about football and basketball. I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay. I'm gonna eat it right here. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you're new. Thank you for your view. I appreciate you. It's your boy, Jay. We out of here.